Welcome all my dear student of TYBC physics class. In previous lecture we have studied the initialization of graphic mode, and for that purpose we use the function init graph. The function init graph is used for initialization of graphic or graphic mode. We have also study or we have also see the syntax of init graph, that is it is simply init graph, that initialization of graphic and GD and GM, then null path. Okay. Here this is the keyword init graph, that means initialization of graphic mode, and GD and GM. GD for graphic driver and GM is graph mode, graph driver and graph mode. Okay. Now when we use here the address operator, obviously this is the integer number. So in this lecture we are going to see about graphic driver and graphic mode. Before that, here this is the null path. If the graphic files are present in current path, then it is not necessary to give the path. So instead of providing a specified path or specific path, here we are going to simply use the null path, that is into double inverted comma. Otherwise we have to mention the particular path. For example, GD is equal to CGA, computer graphic adapter, then GM, that is graphic mode, and here CGAHI. Okay, and again here we have to give the, suppose this is the graphic driver, this is the graphic mode, here already we mentioned, here null path is given, and here we are going to provide a specific path, and that path is suppose C:/TC, that is turbo C, and again in this way we give the, or we can supply the path. Okay, and then the computer select the particular path. Okay, now what is graphic driver? I already told you that graphic driver is nothing but we are going to use integer that specifies the graphic driver. That means what? For graphic driver we simply use the integer value, and that integer value specifies the graphic driver to be used. You can give graphic driver a value using a constant of graphic driver enumerous type. Enumerous type means what? In this term, an enumeration is a complete ordered listing of all the items in a collection. I am again going to repeat, what is enumeration? Sorry. Enumeration. Enumeration is a complete order listing of all items in a collection. Okay. So here you can give a graphic driver, okay, you can give graphic driver a value using a constant of the graphic driver enumeration type. Okay. Now graph mode, the abbreviation GM is used for that purpose. It is also, here also integer, we use integer value or integer number that specifies the initial graphic mode. If the asterisk graph mode or graphic mode or asterisk graph driver, we simply use here asterisk graphic driver is equal to detect Then what happen? If the asterisk graphic driver is equal to detect is used, then init graph, that is initialization of graph mode, set graph mode to the highest resolution available for the detected driver. Do you understand it? If we use here the asterisk graph driver is equal to detect, then what happen? Init graph sets the graphic mode to the highest resolution available for the detected driver. Okay, you can give asterisk graph mode. Then at that time, when you use asterisk graph mode, obviously a value using a constant graphic modes enumerate type. I am again going to tell you that an enumeration means it is a complete order listing of all the items in a collection. Okay. Now the last important term regarding graphic, that is path to driver. Path to driver. What is this path to driver? Path to driver specifies the directory path, where init graph looks for graphics drivers, and for that purpose this extension is used. Asterisk.bgi extension is used first for path to driver. If they are not there, init graph looks in a current directory. If path to driver, that is this, is null, the driver files must be in current directory. Otherwise, you have to give path to driver, then and then work is going to complete. Okay. In this way, we studied all the important terms from pixel to path driver regarding computer graphics. Now, we are going to see some simple graphic commands which are useful when we are going to prepare a program. Okay. So, first command is get pixel. There are near about 17 to 16 important commands which we are going to study in details. First command is get pixel. The get pixel function gives the location of a point by using x and y coordinate. Suppose this is a computer screen and we studied the structure of memory cell in previous lecture. Suppose we want to draw a point here, then what we have to do? We have to give the number of columns and number of rows. Suppose this is the point here, then we have to mention the coordinates of this point. Coordinates means x coordinate, that is along this direction, and y coordinates, that is along this direction, from left to right x coordinate, and from top to bottom y coordinates. We have to mention, or we have to give the x and y coordinate, and this will be done with the help of this get pixel. And syntax for this get pixel is simple: get pixel, this is the keyword, and integer x, integer y. By using this syntax of get pixel, we can mention or we can provide the x and y coordinate so that we can draw a pixel on a computer screen. Okay. Now next command is put pixel. Put pixel. Put pixel. Again, when we provide the x and y coordinate to the computer, it should be read by the computer. For that purpose, this function is used. The put pixel function plots a point on the screen. Put pixel function plots a point on the screen having x and y coordinate. The pixel color gives the color of the pixel point. The pixel color gives the color of pixel point on the screen. For that purpose, similar syntax is there, only difference put pixel integer x, integer y and color, suppose red color. For this red color or for these colors, the integer value are already specified to compiler. If we used here 4, then obviously if we put pixel use and in this put pixel, suppose for example put pixel is equal to 204. If we give this command to the computer, obviously the point x coordinate, integer value of x is 200, integer value of y is 200 and 4 represents red color. When the program is executed, obviously the point pixel plot on the screen whose x coordinate is 200, whose y coordinate is 200 and color of the pixel is red when after the execution of this command. Okay. Now next function, move to. This function, move to function. What is the use of this move to function? This function moves the current point to new position defined by x and y coordinates. Suppose we write move to integer x and integer y. Okay. For example, we give the command to the computer like this, move to 200 and 200. But suppose this is a computer screen and we are having already the point here, pixel here. This function moves this point from this current position to new position here whose coordinate is 200 and 200. Okay. So in order to move the point from its current position to new position defined by x and y coordinate, we have to use this move to function. Then fourth function is simply line function. If we want to draw a line on this computer screen, suppose this is, we want to draw the line like this on the computer screen, then we have to use the line function. The function draws, line function draws a line from x0, y0 coordinate of the first pixel initial position to the new position x, y. Okay. In this way, we can draw the line from x0, y0 coordinate to new position xy coordinate by using this function. Okay. Now what will be the syntax? Then syntax is simply line is the keyword, integer x, integer y, integer x0 or integer x0, integer y0 and new integer x and integer y. Okay. For example, if we give the command like line simply 10, 5, sorry 10, 50 and 10, 100. And what will be the line or what will be the position of the line? Then obviously suppose this is the x coordinate, that is 10, and this is the y coordinate, sorry x0 and y0, this is 50 for this first point. Then line is drawn like this up to this point. Here the x coordinate is again 10 and y coordinate is 100. Okay, this is the new position. In this way we can draw a line shown by red color on the computer screen by using this line function. Then line 2, next function, fifth function, line 2. Just like move to, here line 2 function is used, and with the help of this function we can draw a line in a graphic mode from current position, suppose from this position to this position. Okay. And here 100 and suppose 100, this is the mode position. Okay. In this way, if we already here and we want to draw a line from this point to this point, then we have to move the coordinates from this position to new position. So line 2 function draws a line in a graphic mode from current position to the new position specified by the parameters x and y. Okay. So line 2 is the keyword for writing the syntax. Then give the value of integer x and integer y. And suppose for example line 2 and give the 15 and 100. Suppose point is here, initial point, and when we draw the new line, obviously the line final coordinate of the line is this. Okay. In this way we can draw the line from current position to new position specified by the x and y coordinate by using this command, and this is the syntax, general syntax for this command. Okay. Now if we want to draw polyline, that means number of lines like this, then for polyline we are going to see the new function, that is function number 6, polyline function. This polyline function gives the number of lines using line rail function, and this line rail function draws a line in graphic mode from current position to new position that is specified distance with distance dx and dy. Here dx is the distance along x axis and dy is the distance along y axis. Dx is the distance along x axis and dy is the distance along y axis on the computer screen. Okay. So syntax is simple. Line rail is the keyword, and here we have to give the value of dx along x axis with the help of integer dx and value of y value on y axis by the integer dy. Okay, this is the general syntax. Suppose we give the line rail 50 and 70 or 170. Then by using this command, computer can draw the line on computer screen whose final coordinates x, y coordinates are 50 and 170 from the initial coordinates x0 and y0. Okay. Now, next command which is very important, that is command number 7, circle. If this is the computer screen, and on this computer screen if we want to draw a circle, then which things are important? First of all, we should have the origin of the circle. For that purpose, here we have to give the x coordinate and y coordinates for circle. Then next we have to give the radius of the circle. So in order to draw a circle on the computer screen, here we are going to use the command circle. This command or this function circle, CIRCLE, this is the keyword circle, then integer x, integer y and radius. This is the general syntax. Give the integer x, integer y and radius. Okay. Suppose we use the command circle and here 200, then 100 and 75. Then what will happen? When after the execution of this command, the circle on the computer screen will be like this. X coordinate is at 200. Suppose here x coordinate is 200. This is the x coordinate is equal to 200. Okay. And y coordinate is 100. This. And radius 75. That means here circle looks like here. So in order to draw a circle on the computer screen like this, we have to specify the x coordinate and y coordinate as a center of the circle, and we have to provide the circle of the radius of the circle. So computer can draw a circle with origin 200 and 100 and radius, that means this value or this 75. Okay. Now if we want to draw an arc, if we want to draw arc, cons. In order to draw this arc, the function arc is used. When we use the function arc, the function draws a circular arc like this. Like this. Suppose this is a circle. And we want to draw a circular arc. This arc. We start from 0 or 360 degree and end at 90 degree. If this arc is half circle, then this is 180 degree and this is 270 degree. Okay. If we want to draw the arc on the screen like this arc, then the function arc draws a circular arc having the center at this x and y. Again we have to provide x coordinate and y coordinate. So the function draws a circular arc having center x and y at the center And we have to also give the starting angle. Suppose this arc begins from here 0 degree. So this is the starting angle and it is represented by stay angle. Starting angle. We have to also provide the ending angle, which is specified by the word end underscore angle. That means this arc having starting angle 0 and this arc having the ending angle 90. Radius of the arc is also important and this is the radius of the arc. So, in order to draw this arc, what will be the general syntax? Suppose arc is the keyword, then integer x, integer y, this is the x and y coordinate, represent the circle of the arc, then starting angle, then ending angle, that is end angle, and integer radius. For example, arc is the keyword, then 50 is the x coordinate, 100 is the y coordinate, that is arc of the center of the circle is 50 and 100, that is 50 is the x coordinate and 100 is the y coordinate, and again 0 is the starting angle and 90 is the ending angle. This arc start from here and end at here, ending angle, and suppose this is the radius, 30 is the radius, 30 degrees the radius. So when computer graphic execute this command, obviously a arc will be looks like on the screen like this. Okay. Now next command, ellipse. Next command, ellipse. This function draws ellipse on the screen. Suppose this is the screen of computer. Sorry. In order to draw ellipse, we have to specify the center of the ellipse. Okay, we have to use the semi-major radius. We have to provide the semi-minor radius. Okay, and we have to provide starting angle and ending angle. For this purpose, starting angle is 0 degree, here 90 degree, here 180 degree, here 270 degree, and here 360 degree. When we provide integer x, integer y, semi-major radius, semi-minor radius, starting angle and ending angle, by using such type of command, computer can draw a circle on the screen of the computer. So, what will be the syntax, general syntax? Here, ellipse is the keyword, then integer x, integer y, this is the command. Sorry, these are the integer value for center of the ellipse. Then start angle, first of all we have to give start angle, then end angle, then semi-major, that is integer x radius, that is this, then integer y radius. Okay, for circle there is a single radius for a circle, but here for ellipse there are two radius. One of them is semi-major and another is semi-minor. Semi-major radius is given by integer x radius value and semi-minor radius is represented by this integer y radius. In this way, we can write the general syntax. Now, suppose this, for this purpose, if we consider the example, in example ellipse is the keyword, and here 150 is the x coordinate, that is this x coordinate 150, then 100 is the y coordinate, starting angle is 0 and ending angle is 360, and again 75 is the semi-major radius and 50 is the semi-minor radius. Suppose we give this type of command to the computer. After execution of this command by the computer, computer can display, or computer will display the ellipse look like this, whose center, that is center of the ellipse is 150, that is x coordinate, 100, that is y coordinate, x and y. This is the center. Starting of the ellipse is 0, ending angle of the ellipse is 360 degree, and semi-major radius of the ellipse is 75 and semi-minor radius of the ellipse is 50. Okay. Now, rectangle. Suppose this is a computer screen, and this, on this computer screen we have to draw the rectangle. Then what we have to do? We are going to use the next command, that is command number 10, rectangle. When we use this function rectangle, the function rectangle draws a rectangle on the screen using current drawing color and thickness of the line. The first 2 points, that is here, x and y, left off, and these 2 points, x1, y1, that is right bottom. These 2 points are very important. The first 2 points, that is left and top point, gives one corner, this corner or corner point, and the remaining 2 points, that is x1, y1, that is right and bottom points, color points, gives the other points. In this way, we just drag and we reach to here, and we will get the rectangle. For that purpose, a rectangle is the keyword, rectangle. Again 100, suppose, sorry, integer left, then integer top, then integer right, and last integer bottom. This is the general syntax. In this syntax, rectangle is the keyword, integer left is this value, integer top is this value, integer right is this value, and integer bottom is this value. Suppose we give the command a rectangle like this, rectangle, integer left is nothing but 100, integer top is nothing but 50, then integer bottom is nothing but 250, and integer bottom is nothing but 150. When we use such type of command, then computer will draw the screen, sorry, rectangle on the screen. Okay. Here 150 are the left of points, that is x coordinate 100 and y coordinates 50, and this here at this point 250, sorry, 250 and 150, that is 250 is the x coordinate and 150 is the y coordinate. This is 250 and this is 150. In this way, we can draw a rectangle on the computer screen. Okay. Now, we can draw bar. So, for that bar, we are going to use next command or next function bar, and this bar function can draw a bar on the computer screen like this. Suppose this is the computer screen, and this screen, suppose this is a bar. Again here, as similar to rectangle, we have to use the x and y, but the left of point and x1, y1, that is right bottom point. Only instead of this rectangle, we have to use the keyword bar. Again here bar, we are going to use the same point, or we can use arrays, number of points. Okay. So instead of that, we can use the general syntax for bar, integer x0, y0 and integer x1, y1. Suppose we use a bar. Again here 150 and 100. Okay. These are the 150 and instead of 150. Here this is the x coordinate, this is the y coordinate. 150 is the x coordinate and y coordinate is 50. And this, suppose this is the point. Here 150 is again, not 150. Here we have to use, suppose 200. This is 200 is the x coordinate, and 250, that is this is the y coordinate, 250 and 200. Okay, in this way we can draw a bar on the computer screen. Okay, in next lecture we will see polygon, get max x, get max y function, then close graph function, set color, clear device and filling image. Okay, till then we shall stop here. Have a good day. Thank you.